Established in 1993, Women Make Waves International Film Festival is one of the major film festivals here in Taiwan, and is also one of the biggest dedicated to supporting female talent. And this year, the festival is about to start on the 17th of October. Stay tuned to find out all about the festival this year. Hey, come on! The screening is about to begin! This is Cinematic Motif. Hello, I'm Wanson, a film columnist and a content creator, and welcome back to Cinematic Motif, where I introduce you films in Taiwan and around the world. I don't know if you still remember, last year, at the exact same time in September, we had a very nice guest here with us. She is the curator of the Women Make Waves International Film Festival, Taiwan 国际女性影展. Let's welcome Hui Ying back to the studio with us again. Hello, Hui Ying.
Hello everyone. Hello, Wansan.
Okay, so as we just mentioned, the festival this year, which is the 32nd edition, is going to start from the 17th of October till the 26th of October at Spot Huashan Cinema in Taipei. So first of all, Hui Ying, as you've been here last year, we already know a bit about the 台湾国际女性影展, the Women Make Waves Film Festival. Could you please tell us a little bit about the festival this year, especially with your new theme, A Room with a View, or 破风景 in Mandarin. What does that mean and how does it shape your programming?
Hello everyone, and I'm really delighted to share a bit of information about the Women Make Wave Film Festival this year. As usual, we are really excited to bring a lot of really amazing films to Taiwan. This year we have 74 titles.
That's a lot, 74.
Yeah. And they are included in 9 programs. This year for 破风景, which in literal translation would be broken landscape.
Yes.
Yeah, but we do have a more official English title, which is A Room with a View. And this English title actually comes before the Mandarin one.
Yeah.
The reason is that we sort of want to imagine a space, although theater is already a space,
yes.
You have to basically sit in the black box and then watch the film. But we sort of want to have using the arrangement of films to create a space where you may be able to reflect on the very existence of oneself or the presence of the outside world.
So it's all about not just exploring in the view itself, but also outside of cinema, what's happening in the society and the current affairs and what's happening around the world, right? So I guess that would probably relate it to your opening film this year, which is an old film actually. So the opening film this year is Les Rendez-vous d'Anna by Chantal Akerman, and it is a 1978 production. That's very interesting because I remember in the past 2 editions, the opening films are usually new films. I guess that's to attract new audience, I guess, right? So anyway, why did you make the choice this year?
Yeah, so this year we choose Chantal Akerman's 1978 films. The Meeting of Anna is because one reason is it actually echoed back to the theme of this year, 破风景 broken landscape. This film actually talk about a filmmaker,
right,
who sort of want to bring her new work around, touring her new work in Europe. So in the film, she will goes to many different places, but most of them there are liminal space or in between space. So she sort of lingers between different spaces and encounter with different people. Her movement also weaves together different landscape and different view, and by doing so, what she is trying to look at is actually reflects back to her own inner landscape. In that sense, I think that it actually speaks a lot about our thematic focus this year, because it seems like in recent year we feel like the world is like changing really, really fast, and it seems like not that perfect or even flawed. But imagine a space that we are just thinking about, a space with a view where it's like a breaking point, maybe sunshine to come through or wind breathing. You can have a sense of like breathing. I think is also what Shantung Ackerman's film is talking about.
I believe with the power of cinema, when we are in this sort of changing and chaotic world, cinemas can give us some sort of energy and a little, as you said, a little time to breathe, take a little breathe. And then I think that's also an extension of your programming last year. So last year was about spacing, right? So spacing is about like taking a pause, and now we're not just taking a pause here, but also like opening up getting a new view in the room. And I think that's very interesting. Let's continue on the exploration of the programs this year. I was just wondering, Hui, for you, which program is the one that you're more excited about, that you're so excited about to share with the audience this year?
Yeah, there are so many programs that I'm personally excited about, and one of it is the first program that we list in our program brochure, which is The Way Things Go, Notes on Existence. The reason why I found the Way Things Go program is really, really exciting for us is because we put a lot of films that might not be included in the past few years. For example, there are films that talk about the mental issues of the contemporary society, not pointed it as a personal issue, but a collective consciousness. And also there are films that really talk about like the people who feel like they are starting a good point or a good life in their career, but somehow they just stuck. This year, from the films that we saw or the submission that we received, we do find there are films that really, really talk about these issues.
And what the other one that I'm also very interested about, now that I'm talking about my excited about program, it would be the Seeing in the Dark program. So especially its focus on personal cinema. I was reading about the introduction of the program, and it really made me think of the feminist phrase from the 1960s to 70s in the feminist movement: the personal is political. Everything is political. And how do you find these stories from different parts of the world, different people, these individuals, and they all connect in a broader, let's say, feminism discussion in your curation?
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting comparison in terms of like personal cinema, in terms of contemporary angles, or what is presented back in 60s or 70s. I think back in the 60s or 70s, what they are trying to say through the idea of the person is political is that they put a lot of gender or like politics or society situation through a very personal angles, and that might be sometimes maybe performative, or sometimes they use very like formal structures, but in order to sort of highlight the politicalness through their gesture. And what I observed through more like personal cinema in recent years is that they are really, really different in the sense that they are not necessarily thinking about bigger picture.
Yes, focusing on individuals itself.
Yeah, more about like really, really the individual situation. But through the reflection on the individual, it's necessary that they may also tackle a lot of like things related with the society. But I think they are like really, really trying to untangle their own
constraints.
Yeah,
the constraints that probably put on them by the society or something else or the culture. It's time for them to free themselves, and cinema as a means to achieve that target.
Yeah, their ideal personal can be more straightforward. They may tackle about like their own relationship with their mother, and sometimes it can be like really, really complicated issues, but they are just trying to use the tool of moving image and to untangle that aspect. I think it's quite a brave things to do.
I think that's also another thing when our listeners, if you actually go to the film festival and watching these films, you can think about how these filmmakers are freeing themselves and untangle these constraints through these images. Let's take a short break and we'll be right back on Cinematic Motif.
This is Victoria.
From the London Underground to the Taipei Metro, the people of our world are going places. Are you listening? Tune in to the sounds of your world on Radio Taiwan International.
Hello and welcome back to Cinematic Motif. I'm Wanson. Today we're chatting with the curator of the Women Make Waves International Film Festival, Taiwan 国际女性影展. We have Hui Ying with us today. Hello, Hui Ying.
Hello, wanson.
Okay, so now we already talked about some of the themes in this year's film festival, and now I want to move on to something more of like Hui Ying as a curator and some of the challenges that you might be facing as the leader of the curating team. So I know that this has been your 4th year as a curator. When you watch hundreds of films, is there a crucial criterion that instantly tells you, wow, this film belongs to the film festival? What is that judging criteria?
Okay, it's a very difficult question actually.
Okay.
As a curator of the film festival, you may have your own preference in terms of cinema, but at the same time, you also have to think about like the film festival as a whole.
Yes.
So you cannot just like decide whatever you feel like
Anything
screening.
that you like.
Yeah.
And just like, I like that when I put that in the studio. It's not like that.
For me, I think I won't put anything that I dislike into a film festival, that's for sure. I also thinking about like in recent years what kind of issues that is there, and then
it relates to people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's something relevant in the society right now, and that's why I believe this year the theme with A Room with a View. The view is the outside world, and that's part of the judging criteria. There's something related to the people, right?
Yeah.
And this also links us to, I would say, a discussion on the nature of the film festival itself, because it is a specialist festival. It's focused on women. It focuses on, promoting and helping women filmmakers all over the world, and also here in Taiwan with the Taiwan competition. By the way, anyone listening, there's also a Taiwan competition. You can check that out if you're interested in modern women filmmakers in Taiwan. With all these, I mean, the mission of the festival itself, who do you feel like the festival is really for? Is it for cinephiles or activists, or let's say anyone curious?
Yeah, I think I will vote for anyone who is curious.
Okay.
Because Women Make Way Film Festival for many are recognized as a platform for feminist spirits, and also a starting point to see cinema through the angle of gender. We really, really want to reach out, especially to who to those who may not that familiar with feminist angles or perspectives, or even someone who is not that familiar with the idea of gender in contemporary sense.
Yeah, I believe a lot of our listeners listening right now, if you're not, an expert in the gender studies or sort of watching films in gender aspects, this would be a great chance for you to start. So, as we always do, I would like to ask you, Huiying, is there any film, or let's say films, that you can recommend us, especially for those who haven't even tried the Women Make Waves Film Festival or who are not familiar with the gender issues?
Yeah, so for the starting point, I think one way is through the opening film. There won't be anything wrong when you just pick the opening film, I would say. Yeah, and then beside that, I would recommend there's a film called Removal of the Eye, 主妹妈妈号.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 妈妈号, that's like crying.
Yeah.
in Taigi.
Yeah.
Actually, yes.
Yeah. And it's a very, very cute film. And if it's made by two filmmakers, and they are actually the parents who is featuring inside the film. So they direct and also play the protagonist, and featuring their own baby and their own mom. So it's like a family, literally a family picture. The reason why I recommend is that because it's really, really talk about the messiness of everyday life. And
yeah, that's most relatable for people. Like everyday life with the family, with the kids, with the whole relationship is just a mess.
Yeah, and in the film, I think they sort of transform their own apartment into a very strange place that you may feel like
there's some sort of spirits on the characters, right?
Yeah, feel like they are like haunted house or
that's horrible. That's kind of like a horror pictures.
Yeah, but they also make it a very funny way. So you feel like it's kind of like a horror, but it's very, very funny, and it's a film about when you have a baby and then maybe your partner is also not helping at all, and then your own mom started to sort of feel like there's an evil eye in the house, so they try to demonize this situation. Yeah,
that's a very fun one that people can really experience. And I saw, Huiying, you're flipping the book to another page, so I guess you have another one that you can share with us, right?
Yeah, so another one is Peaches Goes Bananas. It's a film about peaches, and actually last year we do also have a film about peaches that sort of show how we love this artist. The reason why I want to highlight this film is because it's made by Mahilo Sear. She is a very talented filmmaker, and she has made tons of film music, and especially her ability to form a very close relationship with musicians that made her be able to complete some of the really, really great films on music. And Peaches Go Banana is her latest film. And this film has shot over 17 years.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really a long
17 years.
Yeah, 17 years. And because
it's
of
a documentary on this star, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahi is also be able to shoot some of very, very intimate things that Peaches share with her family, her sister and her friends. And that's the angle that I actually seldom really see in the film. Yeah.
Okay, so peaches go banana, and the previous one is
Removal of the eye.
removal of the eye. All right, so these are the 2 recommendations from Hui-Ying today, and I really appreciate you for coming here again and sharing the information about the festival this year. Thank you so much, Hui-Ying.
Thank you so much.
And also, the festival this year, the tickets are actually on sale right now, so please do check out Women Make Waves International Film Festival if you're interested in it. I'm Wanson, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.